Okay, good morning. My name is Stephen Cooper. I'm the Electricity Services Manager from Agulhas Municipality. And I'm just going to take you through a project we had on green economy change. It was the retrofit of LED streetlights in our whole municipal area. We're just going to quickly speak. I'm going to give you an introduction to the Agulhas Municipality, the context of the solution that we had, what made the solution special or unique, and some of the key challenges and how we overcame them, and obviously the benefits to the community and also to our internal usage from the project. Just a quick introduction to Agulhas Municipality. We've got a large area of 2,400 square kilometers and 178 kilometers of coastline with only 38,000 population. And a total budget of 400 million rand, and which electricity accounts for 135 million income on it. So the context of this solution, or the problem we had, was as most municipalities, we've got a high level of internal consumption charges, and this affects our cost to serve. And it's not unique to Agulhas Municipality. It affects many of the small municipalities around the country. And we've all got limited revenue streams with a high expectation from the public for lighting levels, and also covered by legislation on various provincial roads, which specifies the lighting levels we need on various categories of road. We also had a large stock of our luminaires that were installed, were very old, inefficient mercury vapor and high pressure sodium luminaires, were sort of far fewer. And high pressure sodium was mainly used for area flood lighting and some of the high mast lights. What we did is we investigated technologies that were available to retrofit our street lighting to save. And obviously, LED was the way we wanted to go, but it's very capital intensive initially to sort of replace over 4,000 lights. This project we implemented in over 2 financial years. It was a 2018-19 year and a 2019-20 financial year. What we did unique, I think, with this option is when we spec'd the lights we needed, is we opted for a total shift to the latest technology that was available. We do have a municipal council approved smart city strategy, and we wanted to be in line with that strategy. And obviously, the solution we selected allowed our luminaires to integrate with the sort of aims of the smart city strategy, and which would allow for upgrades to dimming and obviously movement following of cars or people later if we so desired to install it. The lighting rollout we had also coincided with the rollout of our CCTV cameras in our municipal area, which was also part of the smart city strategy. And it obviously, with the LED lights, provided a far higher lighting levels, and it helped immensely with identifying faces on CCTV cameras, especially at night. What we did as well is we have our own electricity services construction team. We do our own INEP construction, EEDS construction, and all our master plans we implement ourselves. So obviously, all the retrofitting was performed internally by our own municipal staff, after capacitating them to be able to work with LED technology. The other thing we had is the tenderer that got the tender for the LED lights was a relatively small supplier, and he actually performed flawlessly throughout it, and we empowered them as well during the process. Obviously, the challenges that we had with this project was the large cost for the supplier, which was our biggest challenge in the beginning. And he didn't have, obviously, they've got limited resources with the manufacturer of the luminaires. So we got together around the table, had discussions, and we decided that obviously we couldn't order the whole supply we needed because of the credit limits that the supplier had with the manufacturer. So what we did is we got around the table, we ordered smaller amounts, paid them immediately, and we managed to overcome it like that. And in so doing, empowering that supplier through the 2 financial years, obviously had increases in his credit limits, and performed absolutely flawlessly throughout. All our lights were delivered on time. We finished the projects within the periods, and Department of Energy in those days, under the EEDSM, were very, very happy with the whole project. The funding sources we applied for, I've already mentioned. that the capital cost of retrofitting the streetlights is not affordable to small municipalities and would have taken many years to complete. So after 4 years of attempting to obtain funding under the EEDSM initiative, we were successful in the 2018-19 year, and we put in a very comprehensive business plan, and obviously the plans we'd been submitting over the previous years, and we were fine-tuning them. So we got the amount of 5 million for the 2018-19 year and a further 6 million for the 2019-20 financial year. We also employed 10 extra workers for the 2 financial year period of the project. These workers were trained in the fitment of luminaires, working from aerial platforms. And later, due to the training, they were later successfully utilized in the INEP program, which came later for area electrification of RDP houses. So, it's helped a lot of local work as well. Also, our internal staff, we capacitated through ISO, which is the Illumination Engineering Society of South Africa. And they offered advanced LED road lighting courses to the project management team. And that was also funded through the EEDSM initiative. The benefits of this intervention that we did, obviously, is with a retrofit of all the street and area lighting changing to LED, the useful lifespan of the lights has gone up to 13 years, which is hugely improved over mercury vapor and high pressure sodium luminaires. Our streetlight maintenance teams have very little routine streetlight maintenance work left at the moment. So we now got 2 streetlight teams with aerial platforms we can utilize virtually solely for distribution network maintenance, instead of sort of spending a lot of time on streetlight maintenance. And the municipalities noted we've got major reductions in breakdown maintenance on our distribution network due to the extra maintenance we can perform with these extra teams that have been available. And this has obviously benefited all residents in our towns, because the retrofits we've also carried out in Eskom areas of supply, which Department of Mineral Resources and Energy have allowed in later years. And this also results in major increases in lighting levels in the areas, and it also lowers our Eskom lighting accounts. And it mitigates the effects of Eskom's historical lack of streetlight maintenance in their supply areas, and obviously the unhappiness of the residents. So, we've empowered them there. And the retrofit of the 4,353 streetlights we did over the 2-year period will save us sort of 1.7 million kilowatt hours per annum, and it reduces our demand by 368 kVA on our Eskom accounts, with a payback period of 6.2 years. It was the average payback period. We had somewhere as low as 3 years, or somewhere a little bit longer at 7.5 years, but the average payback was 6.2 years. And the CO2 savings we've got is also 1.7 million kilograms per annum. And obviously, further savings that's hidden is that we have a virtually non-existent budget for streetlight maintenance. I think we've had to replace 2 lights in the 2 financial years after fitting them, due to the fact that LED technology is virtually maintenance-free, and we have very little resident complaints. And the innovativeness here is we use this. We've got a very low electricity loss figures, total figures of under 6%. So what we've done is, obviously, there's more money to be saved by decreasing our internal usage, and this has helped us hugely in that matter, more than sort of spending a lot of money trying to reduce sort of 0.5% on electricity losses. And also, due to the successful participation in the EEDSM initiative, we were also one of the 6 municipalities countrywide that was selected to be part of the Municipal Energy Management System, or the MEMS program. And this it sort of interrogates and provides detailed dashboard information for internal consumption. So it's helped us hugely in compiling proper baseline energy data for our facilities. And obviously, we're now investigating further methods on sort of VSDs, looking at building lighting, movement lighting, and also looking at maybe solar interventions on some of our own facilities. And this is also what happened with that, is we've broadened it to sort of look at all forms of energy. So we're also managing internal energy with respect to fuel consumption by municipal, our mobile fleet or our vehicles, and the generator fleet, which has got bigger to mitigate the Eskom load shedding. And in brief, that's the project we've done, and thank you.